Valtteri Bottas has just thrown a wrench into the rumour machine, and it's got the F1 world buzzing. With the grid poised to expand in 2026 and Cadillac's entry all but confirmed, attention has quickly shifted from will they join to who gets the keys. And Bottas may have just dropped a not-so-subtle clue. A cryptic social media post from the Finnish driver has ignited a storm of speculation, hinting that he could be lining up in one of those all-American machines. While nothing is official yet, Bottas's tease has fans scrambling to connect the dots, and many are convinced Cadillac's driver puzzle is already halfway solved. At first glance, Bottas's latest video might seem like just another quirky social media moment. Decked out in a cowboy hat, a playful nod to American culture, he's seen casually hanging out roadside with close friend and photographer Paul Ripke. So far, so Bottas, but it's what happens next that's lit up the Formula One rumour mill like a switchboard. The duo saunter up to a parked Cadillac. Ripke swings open the door, points to the vacant driver's seat and asks, "Do you want to sit down?" Bottas responds with a simple yes, two words that have sparked 1,000 theories. Was this a clever tease hinting at a secret deal with Cadillac, or just Bottas having a bit of fun, knowing exactly how the F1 internet would explode? Either way, it's got everyone talking. At 36, Bottas remains one of the sport's most seasoned and media-savvy free agents. He may have stepped away from full-time racing with Kick Sauber, soon to become Audi, but he's stayed visible, training hard, fulfilling reserve duties with Mercedes, and keeping his name very much in the conversation. For Cadillac, who will be keen to make a splash in their debut season, Bottas ticks every box: race-winning pedigree, a globally marketable image, and just enough cheeky charisma to light up the brand's entry into F1. Whether it's a hint or a head fake, Bottas just made Cadillac the talk of the paddock. If Bottas really is Cadillac bound for 2026, the ripple effects could be swift, and not everyone will land on their feet. One name that immediately springs to mind as a possible casualty: Mick Schumacher. The young German has spent the past couple of seasons in the F1 wilderness, balancing reserve duties with Mercedes and Alpine while dipping his toes into the world of endurance racing. But just recently, speaking trackside at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, where he was racing for Alpine's hypercar team, Schumacher confirmed he's actively pushing for an F1 comeback. At one point, Mick seemed like a no-brainer for a new team, a well-known name, a media-friendly personality, and a clean-cut brand ambassador. But Bottas' sudden presence in the conversation changes everything. If the Finn locks down one of Cadillac's seats, Schumacher's hopes could be hanging by a thread, with only one spot left and several contenders circling. Cadillac's arrival was always going to spark a fight for opportunity, but with Bottas potentially in play, the stakes just got a whole lot higher, and the road back to F1 for Mick might have taken an unexpected detour. Cadillac may be new to the F1 grid, but with General Motors backing the operation, there's no doubt they'll be thinking big, on and off the track. And when it comes to picking the right driver lineup for 2026, it's not just about raw speed. It's about global appeal, proven pedigree, and a touch of star power that aligns with a brand as iconic as Cadillac. With Bottas now a possible frontrunner for one of the seats, the spotlight has turned to who might join him. Mick Schumacher was once considered the obvious choice, but his path just got a lot more complicated, and he's not alone in the waiting room. Sergio Perez, now officially a free agent following his Red Bull exit, brings undeniable experience and a massive following, especially across the Americas. His recent form may be patchy, but from a commercial and PR standpoint, he's a heavyweight candidate for any US-based team looking to make a splash. Then there's Joe, Bottas's old teammate at Sauber. While his time in F1 hasn't secured him a long-term home, his connections, calm demeanor, and massive market value in China could prove valuable in Cadillac's broader global ambitions. But let's not forget the homegrown talent. If Cadillac wants to fly the stars and stripes with pride, Colton Herta and Jack Crawford are very much in play. Herta, the IndyCar ace long rumoured for an F1 jump, was previously denied a super license, but with more miles under his belt, that roadblock may soon be in the rearview. Meanwhile, Crawford, a fast-rising talent in Formula 2 with Red Bull junior roots, could represent a bold long-term investment. Let's bring it back to Bottas, because if you're Cadillac, the question isn't why you'd want him, it's how soon you can get him in the garage. Valtteri Bottas is the full package. 10 Grand Prix victories, a front-row seat to one of the most dominant eras in Formula 1 with Mercedes, and years spent handling the pressure of title battles alongside Lewis Hamilton. That kind of experience isn't just valuable, it's rare. For a brand new team entering one of the most unforgiving sports on the planet, Bottas represents the gold standard of stability and racecraft. No rookie nerves, no learning curve. Just a driver who knows exactly what it takes to build a team from the ground up and deliver under pressure. pressure. But it's not just about what he does on track. Bottas has undergone a reinvention in recent years, shedding the stoic image of his Mercedes days and embracing a more relaxed, cheeky public persona. From hilarious social media posts to his offbeat sense of humor and fan-friendly antics, he's become one of the sport's most likable personalities. That makes him not just a safe pair of hands behind the wheel, but a marketing dream. And let's be real, who else pulls off the cowboy hat to look quite like Bottas? From his boots to his handlebar moustache, he's leaned into the American aesthetic with tongue-in-cheek flair. If Cadillac is looking to blend competitive performance with a dose of charm, Bottas doesn't just fit the mold, he might have helped create it. Of course, this could all be one big beta special. The man has made an art form out of playful misdirection, whether it's through cryptic captions, cheeky photos, or that signature deadpan delivery that always keeps fans second-guessing. He's trolled the media and the F1 community before, and this might be just another expertly timed nudge designed to stir the pot. But let's be honest, the timing is just a little too perfect. With serious conversations about Cadillac's 2026 debut gaining momentum and Bottas currently unattached to a race seat, the video lands right in the sweet spot of speculation. Whether it's a wink to potential suitors or just a bit of harmless fun, Bottas has accomplished something incredibly valuable. He's injected himself right into the heart of the Cadillac F1 narrative. And for a free agent, that visibility is everything. Teams may be quietly assembling technical partnerships and wind tunnel data behind closed doors, but when it comes to picking drivers, the spotlight is blinding, and Bottas is standing right in it. Time's ticking. With just over a few months until Cadillac lines up on the F1 grid for the very first time, decisions will need to be made sooner rather than later. And while engineering plans can evolve in private, the driver lineup will be scrutinized from every angle. If Bottas is the guy, expect a formal reveal within months. Until then, every subtle hint, every hat, post, and knowing smirk will be dissected for meaning. Because one thing's certain, Bottas isn't fading into the background. If anything, he's just getting started. And when he finally takes a seat, there's a good chance it'll have a Cadillac badge on the wheel. But here's the real question. Is this a calculated push from Bottas to land one of the most intriguing seats in recent F1 history? Or is the deal already done behind closed doors? The timing, the visuals, and the symbolism all feel too polished to be coincidence. With F1's future shifting rapidly and Cadillac preparing for its big debut, Bottas might not just be teasing, he might be positioning, and he's doing it masterfully. So, is Bottas the face of Cadillac's Formula One future, or just the best poker player in the paddock? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, goodbye for now.